Reaction videos. When it comes to a reaction video, you have to be spontaneous and you have to be basically very hyperactive. You have to hype people up in at least 30 seconds. And unfortunately for me, I kind of hyped people up for more than that. So if you guys have time to watch my reaction video or just personal overview regarding Nintendo, then honestly that's kudos to you for having the world's longest patience. I appreciate that. So Nintendo Direct launched on February, a showcase of video games that featured updates while also including new arrivals. And for those of you who don't know what Nintendo Direct is a showcase presentation where basically Nintendo reveals their updates and features to the current most popular video games while also introducing new and up-and-coming titles like Among Us, which by the way I stream every Friday on Twitch. So if you guys want to get down and play some Among Us, then feel free to stop by. Let me know down in the comments if you're gonna be stopping by, and link will be in the description down below. So I already saw the whole Nintendo Direct and I had to watch it actually 3 times because I wanted to be more analytical about it. I wanted to process things and just come up with a detailed analysis regarding my personal thoughts and opinions regarding the Direct. So if you guys have time, then I appreciate you guys for having the world's largest patience. Again, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the support. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're interested. Let's get to it.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate meets Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm not really that well experienced on the whole Xenoblade Chronicles franchise, and as a matter of fact, I really didn't know about the series until Shulk came into Smash. I will say though that Smash was getting overpowered with a lot of Fire Emblem characters. It's a good thing too, because Nintendo really wanted to push that Fire Emblem content out there to the world and not just have it exclusive to Japan. However though, with the addition of this new duo character, I believe it's a duo character considering Mithra was revealed, I feel like this can open the tide to different games that are being planned and developed. I know that with Sephiroth being released into the Smash roster, I know that they were promoting Final Fantasy VII Remake while also hyping up people for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. So I can almost be certain that Xenoblade Chronicles might be planning a new video game or a possible spin-off to the whole franchise. You guys can see there, right? That dude with a Mii costume there? Just saying. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Cute and cuddly and yet toxic phenomenon that made everyone rage hardcore is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Currently they have their own play systems for the PS4, PC, and possibly the PS5, but thanks to Nintendo Direct, it's official. Fall Guys is confirmed to be coming to the Nintendo Switch. So I wouldn't be surprised if they bring it to the Xbox Series X too, now that I think about it. It's a big step for Miitopia now because at this point, it's a sure fact that we could have crossplay. And with crossplay, honestly, crossplay is just a hunch. So I'm not so sure about Miitopic's strategy because Miitopia will have to do a lot of account linking when it comes to crossplay, and that's if they decide to go with that route of crossplay. So let's assume you have a Nintendo Switch account of level 5, but you already have a level 22 Fall Guys game with PS4, and on the PC you have level 10. What are you going to do about those levels? And more importantly, what are you going to do with the gear? Everything else that you gained for each of those accounts, because those accounts are just different. They're different systems. They're different servers. How are you going to get those combined in order to make crossplay work? If they decide to do crossplay, then if it were me, I think I would have some kind of like legacy system, just like Rocket League's, where the people who previously purchased Rocket League have like a little stamp saying that they're legacy. Now, when it comes to Fall Guys, I'm pretty sure they would go that same route as well. However, so let's assume with the PS4, if you decide to log into your Fall Guys, which is now officially crossplay, then you'd have a level 10 Fall Guys account labeled with the legacy, and then you'd have to start from scratch from level 0. And if you were to switch to the PC where you're a different level, it's the same concept. You have a little label that says legacy level, whatever level you were on the Nintendo Switch. Same thing for the PS4, PS5, Xbox, sky's the limit. At least that's me. Basically, you'd have to reset your levels if it's crossplay, but you would still retain the legacy level. Outer Wilds. Interesting. It's like No Man's Sky, but Nintendo version. Famicom Detective Club. Not really interested in it, but Root is interested, so I might just stream this game. Samurai Warriors 5. Half and half, only because it's almost like Hyrule Warriors. Legend of Mana remake. This probably isn't part of their flagship titles like Smash Brothers or Fall Guys, but I will give my opinion on it either way because I loved Trials of Mana. So if Trials of Mana was good, then by default, I would say this game has to be great as well. First impressions though, I'm not a fan of the 2D template or let alone the sprites. I feel like it's too retro for me. I don't know. I know we grew up in the retro era. I know I personally grew up in the retro era, but I got way into more hardcore gaming when it came to the 3D modeling, like Super Mario 64. Anyways, I have not played Legend of Mana. I have not played the original one, but I am kind of hoping that they at least remake this one for the 3D aspect, like Trials of Mana. I'm just having a little bit of iffiness when it comes to Legend of Mana in this 2.5D remake aspect of things. I'm not sure how to call it. I'm sorry. But Legend of Mana does seem like it's a good game. It's too much to hope for the 3D remake, but I do hope that they do a remake for it. Monster Hunter Rise. I played the demo and I made a video on it, but I didn't like how I sounded. I didn't like how it turned out. Honestly, I was just I was so out of it and completely uninterested in it. So I just scrapped it, but then I got back to it and then I just tried to make, something funny out of it and I just couldn't get it to work, but it's still archived. But if you guys want to see the gameplay, let me know down in the comments. Anyways, Monster Hunter, to put it oh so bluntly, it's a game series that, for me personally, I'm gonna have to say this, it just isn't for everybody, and I'm one of those people, but I do want to say that because Nintendo is working their butts off with this game to make it as epic and as great as one of their main flagship titles, I do want to say that I think that they will add some pretty cool exclusive content, because I know Monster Hunter Rise isn't really a exclusive Nintendo thing. Hold on, I'm gonna check. Hunter Rise. Oh, I guess it is exclusive for the Nintendo Switch. Bruh. I can honestly tell you guys that Monster Hunter Rise will be a good game, and I wouldn't be surprised that it's gonna kick off really well. Oh my gosh, those two chicks, they were annoying in the demo when they start singing, and they're playable characters too. Wow. Or maybe they're just assists. I don't know. Honestly, I just really wasn't a big fan of it when I played the demo, but let me know if you guys want to play it. I will say though, the only highlight that I liked from this Monster Hunter Rise showcase was that I was more motivated to get this specific edition for the Nintendo Switch to kickstart my Nintendo collection. By the way, if you haven't already checked out my Game & Watch unboxing, link will be in the little cornea and in the description down below, so you guys can see how everything started for my Nintendo collection, starting with that Game & Watch. So yeah, I'll be getting this edition for sure. Same thing for the controller. Honestly, I'm a sucker when it comes to limited edition stuff, so rest assured, I will buy this and I will make an unboxing video out of it all. Mario Golf Sugar Rush. I mean, Super Rush. I never thought I'd get so ecstatic for a golf game unless it had Mario in it. Nintendo outdone themselves with Mario Power Tennis Ace, which is another Nintendo Switch that released, a while back, like years back. Even if I said the title right, I'm not sure if I said the title right. Mario Power Tennis Ace, Mario Tennis Power Ace. And with this golf game, Nintendo has really been determined to explore this and just try to make it as entertaining as possible. This literally looks like a big step up from that original game, especially how they want to go back to the concept of Nintendo Wii controls. Mario Golf is coming to us with a multiplayer battle for the hole-in-one. And just to add a little cherry on top, they're adding this tiny mode as well. Story mode. All the Mario games I've seen so far, those games all have better strengths when it comes to multiplayer functionality. They're adding some solo campaigns in case you can't hang out with your friends or if you just want to play the game by yourself. Honestly, it's great that they do that. However, the Mario franchise usually gets a lot of attention from the multiplayer battles. I feel like the whole focus in this game will solely be centered on the multiplayer aspect of the game, not much on the single player story mode. And I'm not gonna lie, I think a better name for that game would have been Sugar Rush. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the title. Tales from the Borderlands? Sounds like a Telltale series, and it looks like a Telltale series. Capcom Arcade Stadium. Okay, obviously I wanted to say a thing or two about this. So picture this. You're older from the time that you would go to the arcades and spend, 25 cents a round in a game. And your kid is playing the Nintendo Switch, but he has to go to school, or he has to do homework, or he wants to go outside, or he just wants to go out. Then you see the Nintendo Switch, and you have Capcom Arcade Stadium in there. And you're immediately thinking, I want to play some oldies. I want to play with the games that I grew up with. Capcom, great franchise, brought us Resident Evil, brought us Street Fighter, brought us all those airplane games that you're seeing in the background. I love that Nintendo did this because it just shows how much Nintendo is family oriented when it comes to their games. It's not just those modernized Mario games that are having a great sellout, but it's also targeting the older generation that grew up with, you know, all these 2D sprites games. So it just shows how dedicated Nintendo is to please not just the younger audience, but also the older audience when they want to bring out more people to play more video games with. Just looking at these video games reminds me of the time when I had to go to the arcade machines. I'm not 30. Stubbs, the zombie and rebel without a pulse? That's the longest title I've ever read from a game. No More Heroes 3. Looked turn-based at first, but now it looks interesting. Neon White. It looked insanely good, but the concept got me iffy. I might just play it to see what's up with it though. I'm getting arcade vibes from this. DC Superhero Girls Teen Power. Is it bad that I want to play this game?
What?
I'm sorry, but this looks like one of those games that just sticks out to me. I love the comic book feel, the toon-ish mechanics, the 3D concept and everything. Like, I kid you not, it's one of those games that just sticks out to me. It's one of those rare, weird games that, not necessarily weird, but it's one of those rare games that you would consider that you're just thinking like, maybe he's not really into it, or maybe I'm not really interested in it because, you know, it's for girls or it's for children's. But I'm sorry, but this game, it speaks out to me. I kid you not. In fact, when it comes out, I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna stream it live for you guys so you guys can laugh at my face. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I am sorry. Trust me, they remind me of the GameCube games like The Fairly Odd Parents and Nicktoons Unite. And this one reminds me of that. I have to play it. I'm sorry. I just have to. Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Complete Edition. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. When it comes to playing video games for content, I normally play video games that I enjoy and I take an interest in. So when Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville showed up, I wasn't interested as much as I thought. And don't get me wrong, it's a good game. I've seen the gameplays, and heck, I play it on my phone too. Obviously not this version, but I played the general concept of what it is. It's plants, mutant plants, fighting against zombies of different types. And I enjoy the fact that they offer a lot of battle royale, free roam multiplayer features. However, it's not a game that I would personally go for, let alone even stream or just even play offline for myself. But when it comes to content, whether I like it or not, I have to have an open mind, and I have to learn to accept different kinds of games, both good and not necessarily bad, just not necessarily interesting enough. So if I were to play this game in the future, then I will play it with an honest opinion and just an honest overview of everything that I went through in the missions, the boss battles, the gameplay, and even multiplayer. I'll even play a little bit of multiplayer and just give you guys an honest opinion over the game. How about that? Cool. And that's if I decide to take a small interest, even like 1% interest in playing the game. Miitopia! I wouldn't play this game by myself. I would play it with my cousins and friends, to be honest. I don't know, it's just something about Nintendo where it's all about multiplayer fun. And the fact that this is another one that lands in the spot of multiplayerness, it's basically like The Sims, but you add a little bit of adventure with Nintendo, and you create your own storyline with it, and you have your own villains. You get to pick out who you want on your own team. It's just a good game for you guys to just relax on. So I wouldn't say no to trying out the game, but I would say no to trying it out by myself. Animal Crossing New Horizons. So at this point, it might as well look like we're adding DLC items to already established good games. Obviously, Nintendo decided, you know what? We need to add something different to Animal Crossing. Let's think of something outside the box. Mario. So they added Mario items. I will say though that they added so much variety when it came to the items that are featured in any Nintendo game that is related to Mario. Obviously you can tell from the green tunnel to the 1-up to the question mark to the coins. There's just so much variety in this. It is a DLC. I personally don't have Animal Crossing, but I do want to try it out. I've heard so many good things about it, but I don't know. It doesn't hurt to try it. Let's try Animal Crossing. I don't know. We should do a live stream about it. What do you guys think? If you made it this far into the video, let's do a quick shout out. Speaking of live streams, go check out Solace and Dread. He's out on Twitch and on YouTube. He does a lot of Nintendo stuff. You should go check him out because I'm subscribed to him. Oh. there you go. Like I said, I'm subscribed to him. Much love to you, Sauce and Dread. Congratulations on your wedding. Let's continue with the direct. Triangle Strategy. Wait, what? Project Triangle Strategy. What? Sounds and looks like a Zelda spinoff, but with Final Fantasy Brave X views in it. Star Wars Hunters. This just better be a good one. I really hope that it's not one of those turn-based things like the ones on the iOS app. I can't stand turn-based, so I'm hoping Star Wars Hunters is actually, you know, more real-time. Right now, this is just a teaser trailer, so if anything, I'm just waiting for the gameplay trailer to show up. That way we can get a little bit more detail of what kind of game it's going to be, gameplay, storyline, etc. The whole enchilada. Knockout City. The minute I saw this, it immediately reminded me of high school. No, not high school. When I played dodgeball with all my friends during PE, and when I saw Knockout City and I saw how they grabbed the ball, oh my gosh, it literally reminded me of dodgeball. I know it's called Knockout City, but I feel like they should have called this game Dodgeball. I kid you not, I kind of want to get this game because it's going to remind me of the times that I was in elementary school playing dodgeball, and I might get sweaty just by seeing this. I mean, look at that explosion right there. Boom. World's End Club.
I completely forgot this was in the direct.
Hades gets a physical copy.
That's it?
Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. Let's be honest. We all thought that we were going to get a Master Collection. We knew that we were going to get a Master Collection. We just didn't get the Master Collection we wanted. And that's okay. I like how Nintendo does these things. I like how they surprise us. Like with Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, I did not know a single thing about it until it freaking released. I will say, though, that Nintendo likes to trick people here and there. Nintendo will tell us that, oh, we're going to take the left turn, when in reality, they're going to take the right turn, and we're all here thinking, what the heck happened? But I kid you not, I'm pretty sure they have something up their sleeve, so I'm hopeful. The title said the deadliest action ninja game out there, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's blood in it. But since it's Nintendo, I hope there's no blood in it. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion, because I already played the storyline. I already 100%ed the living crap out of it. By the way, link in the description down below for you guys to check it out. And I kid you not, sky's the limit when it comes to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. There's just so much to expand on. Costumes, weapons, new characters, new challenges. I wouldn't even be surprised that the Breath of the Wild sequel will take place in this timeline instead of the original timeline where basically everything just had to reset all over again. Who knows? Nintendo likes to take us to the left when in reality it's taking us to the right. This expansion pass for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is just going to be filled with so many surprises that I have no doubt it's going to make us all happy. Bravely Default 2. I heard this game was the rage everywhere for a few months, but afterwards I just couldn't get myself to play it, let alone even download it. It does look like it's a good game. Ooh, but there's a demo out. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection.
Completely forgot this was in the direct too.
Saga Frontier Remastered. Chrono Trigger with Final Fantasy vibes. Apex Legends! It's nice to see that Nintendo is finally opening up roads for Apex Legends. It's such a very popular game. I probably would have been dumbfounded if Nintendo didn't release Apex Legends for the Nintendo Switch anytime soon. Okay, I'm only going to say this once. When the Zelda producer mentioned that there weren't any updates for the Breath of the Wild sequel, that automatically made me go back to the times when the producers and the developers of Metroid Prime 4 said that there wasn't going to be any updates for it yet. But that teaser trailer for Metroid Prime 4 has been like years. It has been years, like not even 2 years, like 3 years at the most, I believe. But then again, I kind of missed a few Nintendo Directs because of projects and overall school. So I'm not sure if maybe there was any updates to Metroid Prime 4. So guys, if there is an update for Metroid Prime 4, let me know down in the comments. But going back to the mentality of no updates for Metroid Prime 4, if the Zelda producer is saying something like this, it automatically makes me think that they're going to pull a Metroid Prime 4 where they're going to say like, hey, there's no updates whatsoever, and for a really long time, there's never going to be any updates. So if in a future Nintendo Direct, there is no update regarding the Breath of the Wild sequel, then I'm not expecting the game to show up anytime soon, let alone this year or the next one. However, it was a great surprise that we are getting Skyward Sword with an HD remaster. Holy cow pie, can I get a child? That's from like a long time ago. Wow, I didn't think I'd say that again. I'm gonna be serious, guys. I did not think that Skyward Sword was going to be chosen. I thought that it was either going to be an Ocarina of Time remaster because it came out on the 3DS, or the Twilight Princess HD remaster. I thought it was going to be one of those, but gosh dang it, we're getting a Skyward Sword remaster, so that's pretty cool. And the fact that we can use the Joy-Cons to swing it around like how it was in the original Nintendo Wii, and the fact that it's going to be developed for the Nintendo Switch Lite's mechanics, then by default it's going to be a really great experience for both users who use the Nintendo Switch with these splittable Joy-Cons and those without the Joy-Cons. And like I said, when it came to the Monster Hunter Rise console edition with the Pro Controller, I am by default getting these Joy-Cons too. It's a life mission for me. So I'm jotting all these 3 things down. I do want to say though that the graphics in this Zelda game or in this remaster showcase that we're seeing, they don't look at all like any different. And on top of that, Zelda did not look pretty in that little scene right there either. So hopefully the graphics do improve a little more when this game releases, just saying. Splatoon 3! You know, this is what happens when I completely lose sight of the most trending things that are happening in all of Nintendo. Like, I kid you not, in any gaming series, any platform, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I just completely lose track of it because I'm either too busy with school or I'm too busy looking for a job. You get it. What a way to end the stinking direct. Like, I kid you not, a sequel to the Splatoon series? By default, I'm sold. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stream and game Splatoon 1, Splatoon 2, and its Octo expansion, and definitely gonna be streaming Splatoon 3. Also, I gotta ask, what the heck is the newscaster from SpongeBob doing there? I mean, come on. At least wear a decent shirt like how you did it in the news. Splatoon 1, I have to get it. I have to get it so I can understand what the heck is going on. This can't just be a battle royale game where whoever paints the most in the battlefield wins. It just can't be. So I honestly have to understand what the heck is going on, because that cinematic trailer of that Inkling being outside of Splatoon City or whatever that was, Ink City, like I said, I have to catch up. So that little cinematic trailer is obviously telling me that, hey, there's something deeper going on. And it gives me a lot of time too, because it says it's going to be released in 2022. So I literally have no excuse. I have to start playing these games nonstop.
Well, there you have it. So that was obviously a big, long personal overview. Obviously, I had to edit out a few things that weren't important, while also having to record a few gameplay scenarios from the whole direct. By the way, guys, I appreciate you guys, and I thank Nintendo for giving us these big surprises. Honestly, they are just too good to be true. I will be getting the limited edition ones, so stick around for those unboxing videos. Again, much love to all of you. Stay safe out there. Once again, congratulations to Sauce and Dread for your wedding. I hope everything goes well. I hope I get an invite. Thank you guys again for the support. Feel free to hit that like button. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to wash your hands. Drink plenty of healthy water. Always refill the car with gas. Hero out.